Standard deviation and variance using discrete data. Now, so far I've shown you how to calculate standard deviation using tables and a formula from your formula sheet. And in this mini lesson, I'm going to show you how to calculate standard deviation very simply using your calculator. Okay, so this is the calculator method for discrete data. Now, just to remind you about standard deviation takes all data values, all numbers in your number series into consideration when measuring the amount of variance in a series of numbers. So it's not just looking at the extreme values like the smallest and the biggest number. It's looking at all data values. Standard deviation also measures how much each number in the data series varies or deviates from the arithmetic mean. Now, the calculator method is very, very simple if you can remember these following steps. So you press the mode and then 3, 1. Then you fill in each x value followed by the equal sign. And then AC, shift, and then 1, 4, 3. And then the equal sign again to give you your standard deviation. So let's look at an example. Find the standard deviation of the following data: 151, 140, 313, 164 and 90. So have your calculator ready, switch it on, press the mode, followed by 3, 1, and then enter 151 equal, 140 equal, 313 equal, 164 equal, and 90 equal. Then press the AC button, followed by Shift, and finally 1, 4, 3, and press the equals button to give you your standard deviation, which should be to 2 decimal places, 75.01. So the standard deviation of the data is 75.01. Next, variance using discrete data. Now, variance is another way to measure the dispersion or the spread in a set of data. The variance is the average of the squared deviations from the arithmetic mean. Now, simply, this means the variance equals the standard deviation squared. Okay? Or variance equals sigma squared. Sigma is standard deviation squared. Okay, example. If you're given the standard deviation, or if you calculate the standard deviation to be 100, then the variance is simply 100 squared, because the variance is the standard deviation squared. So 100 times 100 is 10,000. So the variance is 10,000. Now, if you're given the variance, for example, if you're given the variance equals 100, then the standard deviation would be the square root of 100. And the square root of 100 is 10. So the standard deviation would be 10. Thank you.